Good morning, student. So, today I will start lesson number 3 in grammar, that is noun. Okay, first of all, you have to know what is the meaning of noun. Nouns are the name of people, animal, places, and things. If you see any people name, just like Ram, Sita, Gita, they all are the noun. Animals name like lion, tiger, monkey, these all are noun. Places name hospital, school, park, museum, these all are the noun. Things like balloons, pen, pencil, bed, these all are the noun. Naming words are known as noun. So first of all, you have to know about two types of noun. First is common noun and next one is proper noun. A common noun is the general name used for the person, places, animals of the same kind. Okay, some examples are given. Girl. It is common noun means girl. Okay, not you have to here you have to mention the name of the girl. Ram, Sita, Gita. It is noun, but it is not a common noun. In common noun, it will come girl, boy, elephant, village, house, car, country. So these are the examples of common noun. Common noun is the general name used for person, places, animal or the things of the same kind. Okay. Now proper noun. Proper noun is the special name used for any particular person, place or things. It always begins with a capital letter. Proper noun is the particular name that is given to a person. Just like Jessica. Jessica is a name. You can take an example of Geeta, Rita, Rahul. This is also the example of proper noun. Now Delhi. You can also take Calcutta, Bombay, Paris. These are the example of proper noun. Eiffel Tower. You can take Qutub Minar, Charminar, Taj Mahal. These are the example of proper noun. Okay. So these are the things in this chapter you have to know. Now come to page number 11, that is abstract noun. An abstract noun is the name used for quality, an idea or a feeling. Such nouns can only be felt or imagined. Unlike in this case of common and proper noun, we cannot see or touch the things named by these nouns. These are uncountable nouns. Listen, abstract noun are those nouns which show our emotion, which show the quality of a human being, which show the idea, which show the feeling. These things, abstract noun cannot be seen or touched by us. It can be only assumed, it can be only heard. Like example, patience, laughter, honesty, childhood, courage, kindness, truth, wisdom, love, youth. You cannot see these things, you can only feel these things. These are the feelings of a person. So these nouns are known as abstract noun. It cannot be touched and it cannot be seen. Okay. Now come to page number 12. That is collective noun. Collective noun is the name used for a group of person, animal or things. These group are always spoken of a single unit. Listen, I had already teach you about the noun and also about the types of noun like proper, common, countable and uncountable noun. So if you remember, I had already told you what is the meaning of collective noun. The group of things is referred as the collective noun. That means if students are sitting in the room, that students are referred as a class of student, because there are a lot of students are sitting in the class. That's why it is referred as class of student. If you see the if you see a lot of keys, then you refer these keys as a bunch of key. Okay, so these are the example of collective noun like class, bunch, bucket, flock, chest, loaf, herd and swarm. Okay. Now come to countable and uncountable noun. So first of all, you have to see what is countable noun. Noun that can be counted are called countable noun. Countable noun can be singular or plural. The nouns which can be counted is known as countable noun. Like biscuit, you can count the biscuit. And countable noun should be in plural, singular and plural. Like biscuit, biscuits, egg, eggs. Countable noun can be counted. We can count the bread, we can count the biscuit, we can count the egg. So these are the example of countable noun. Okay. Now uncountable noun. Nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable noun. The noun which cannot be counted, like rice, sugar, wheat, these cannot be counted. We can't count them. Water. So these are the example of uncountable noun. An uncountable noun should only be in a singular form. Uncountable should be in always in. If you see the example milk, we can't write milks. Cheese, we don't write cheeses. Juice, we don't write juices. So these are the example of uncountable noun. And these are should be in always singular form. And these cannot be counted. You can't count milk, can't count cheese and juices. So on this basis, you can fill up these questions. Okay, thank you.